Alright boys, we are back and it's time to continue our Tampa Bay GM mode commentary. We are in year 6 and it's about that time for the trade deadline. That's right, we're going into the trade deadline and I was asking you guys what we should be doing. Pretty much, I don't want to make any moves to our team, AHL or NHL. Look at our NHL record, 42-18-5, and that's even better when you consider that we started off 14-14. Alright, we really turned it around. So if you could say since December, we have just been on fire, absolutely on fire. February wasn't the greatest month, 5-5, but when you go on a 23-1 run or 24-2 or something like that beforehand, it's okay, alright? So I was asking you guys what we should do, and a lot of you guys were actually agreeing with me. We shouldn't touch the team whatsoever. But I was reading your comments, and there was actually a few comments that popped up saying that I should trade Mikael Granlund, Granny Smith, baby. You guys are saying to trade this guy. Alright, so what I want to do is, I want to give you guys the pros and cons about Mikael Granlund, alright, because I'll say it right now, he's not leaving the team. He stays on the team right now. But you know what? A lot of you guys were saying that you could trade him. So enough of the Tampa Bay media said it, so I need to give you guys an answer, alright? So Mikael Granlund. Reason one, I want to keep him. Alright. So you guys, well, the thing on him, the con on him that you guys were saying is that he's not getting enough points. For an 87 overall playmaker on the second line alongside of Tyler Seguin and Brett Connolly, 31 points in 65 games played is not good enough. Alright, boys, I agree with that, alright? I would agree with that argument, but here's the thing, alright? Imagine after 65 games played, imagine Granlund had 65 games on the power play, just like LaFontaine had, just like Seguin, Connolly, Stamkos, Lofthouse had some time up there, just like all those other guys who are leading our team. Imagine he had 65 games worth of power play time. I guarantee you, he would have at least another 10 points. At least, maybe even 15, alright? So, add that on to 31. We'll just do 10. Give me 10, alright? In 65 games played, if he's on the power play, he gets another 10 points. I'm just asking for 10, alright? He's got 41 points in 65 games played. I think that's pretty good. Alright? Because remember, we have a stacked team. It's a simulation engine. Just because we have all these 87 overalls doesn't mean that, hey, this guy's going to get 70 points, and this guy's going to get 70 points, and my second line, they're all going to get 70 points, and my third line are all going to get 70 points. It's not going to happen like that. We have our first 3 lines, 9 forwards, alright? Our power play lines, you can only have 6 forwards. So there's going to be 3 forwards who always get left out and who are not going to have the same amount of points as the guys who do get the power play time. So think about that. If Granlund was on the power play instead of LaFontaine, I guarantee you, after 82 games, he would be a 60, 65, 70 point guy. I guarantee you that. And there's nothing wrong with that, alright? Especially when we have a first line that clicks the way it does, a second line that clicks the way it does, and a third line, alright? We have depth scoring. So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2, he's 25 years old and look at his potential. He still has a B, B minus, B minus. I mean, look at his offensive category. It's already almost in the 90s. His shot could be a bit better, and it is going to get better. Because, look, he's got a B for offense. This may be the last year that his potential stays that way, because he is 25 years old. But even if he was to trail off right now, he's a good player. Look at his defensive awareness. Well, his defensive category is not the greatest, but you know what? We can get away with a few players not having the greatest defensive category. But look at his defensive awareness. 80 overall. He's got a B minus for defensive potential. When he hits his prime, 27, 28 years old in 2 or 3 years, his defensive awareness may be hovering around 85. He has that with his offensive category, and then with that athletic category, which you guys were saying isn't the greatest, which I beg to differ, because he's fast. He's got good balance for a fast guy. His strength is the only weakness, and his poise is actually pretty good for a 25-year-old. 83 for poise, alright? He's a great player all around. He's not the greatest defensively, but that's why we have guys like Lofthouse, Stamkos, Brown, Shen. We have enough defensive players, all right? So offensively, athletically, potentially, age-wise, he's everything that I want, all right? We've won the Stanley Cup twice with him in the lineup. He scored some key goals, all right? So there is a few other good things, but here's the main thing for me. The reason I love Mikael Granlund, if I could only sign him for 2 years at like 4.5 mil like Simmons, yeah, I would trade him. But at 25 years old, I signed him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count them 6. He's on my team for 6 more years at $3 million, alright? So when you guys say that he's not getting enough points for an 87 overall playmaker who gets second line ice time, even if he doesn't get the power play, alright, I'd kind of agree with you. Now, let me ask you this question. Does he have enough points for a $3 million player for the next 6 years? Judge him by his contract. I think at $3 million over 6 years at 25 years old, Granlund is pulling more than his weight. I have no problem with the fantastic flashy Finn, Michael Granny Smith Granlund, all right? He is staying on our team. We need Finland to represent our team in some form or fashion. So Granlund, you stay, buddy. Don't you worry. All those trade rumors, GM Superb Band give you a call in the middle of the night. Don't you worry, Granny Smith. You are coming back, and we want you to help us win the Stanley Cup for the 3rd time in a row. All right? That's right, boys. So there you go. I saw a lot of people with the same comments about Granny Smith, so had to ease the tension, but he's not going anywhere, all right? At least this year. Remember, this is kind of, I've said it, and even though our record, it says other, but this is our retooling year, all right? Again, we have an amazing team, yes, but I wanted to play our rookies. Granlund counts in that category. I want to play him. We're not just trading him because he's not getting enough points, all right? We have players who are getting enough points. He's depth scoring, all right? And we actually have to re-sign Lofthouse this year. So until I lock up everybody I want to keep, I'm not going out and getting any more players. That's what last offseason was for, okay? We have our team. Now, I am going to go into trade negotiations. I'm not going to make any trades, but I will entertain some trades. But I'm not going to trade anything like this. Mihalik for 2/4. No, I'm not going to settle for anything that's not a third, all right? Anything higher than a third, I'm not even going to look at. Mihalik for, nope. All right, because our AHL team is clicking really well. We have prospects in every position. Our team is set. I don't need to be making trades, changing things now, okay? We have rebuilt this team. We have young guys. Beaulieu, Mihalik for... Nope. Beaulieu is part of our team, all right? We are in President's Trophy position. We are ready to go back and win the Stanley Cup again. Babarioff and Eddie Lack. Nope. Beaulieu is part of our team, man. We're at that point now where we don't just trade to make trades. We have rebuilt the team. Jesse Graham, Karan, nope. This Graham guy I know is a young defenseman I want to hold on to. And Mihalik, nope. I want to keep all of our young goaltender prospects. Subban, Mihalik, and... oh, man. What was that other guy's name? Oh, I forget the other guy's name. But I want to keep all 3 because I'm banking on one of them to break out and become a good goaltender. Maybe even a backup for us. So I'm just going to go through it here quickly. Mihalik and Lundin for a 4th and a 5th. No, thank you. Nathan, but nope, no thank you. I'm not even going to look. I know Bodker was over there. I'm not even going to look, though. Beaulieu's staying on our team. Beaulieu, because we've locked up Beaulieu long-term as well. Bowman and Gillis, nope. All right, that's everything there. Here we go. Man, all these, it's probably all the same kind of players. Yeah, they really want this Graham, Mihalik, and Lundin guy. Nope. The only reason I'm checking these trades is because, remember a while back when we got Joe Thornton in the trade, so... There may be something crazy that pops up. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to trading someone if it was right for the team now and in the future, but it would have to be something that really blows me out of the water here. Hand for a 4th and a 4th. That actually is not that bad because I haven't re-signed Hand yet. He was my first round pick last year. 30th overall, yeah, but he's got CCC. He's going nowhere. I haven't signed him. He's not part of the AHL team, and I get 2/4 back. Yeah, that's a trade I'll do because he's not signed. He's not part of the AHL team. He's not going to mess up the chemistry. That I will do. Even though I didn't want to settle for 4ths, I don't need... Oh, whoa, whoa. What did I do? I hung up on St. Louis by accident? Oh, my God, my bad. How rude. Beaulieu. No, I don't need these guys. Beaulieu is... He is one of our top 4 defensemen, all right? He has got a place on this team. Rob, Piero, Zobatel for Finley. Let me check out this Finley. Actually, wait, Piero Zobatel is part of the... Brett Finley, B-, B-, 2A. That's not bad, actually. All right. Let me check out this Piero Zabotel, yeah. The North Korean. You know, he actually has a pretty good offensive... No, I'm going to keep him. He has a better potential, and his shot for a sniper is actually already pretty good. I'm going to hold on to him. He may be a good trade asset of the future. I don't know if he'll make the team, because we have so many good players now. At least for the, like, we have our team made up for the next 6 years, at least. So that's what I mean. Our young guns, we're going to have to eventually trade away for draft picks or more young guns. Andrew Cogliano's in waivers. Ooh. It's not bad. I mean, for injuries, I would rather bring up Monahan, Galchenyuk, guys like that. But you know what? We may have more than just 2 or 3 injuries. We may have 4 or 5 or 6. You never know. So, yeah, I'll put him in the minors. He only got 1 year left on his contract. I can put him in the minors. Mark Method. Ooh, another defenseman I could put in the minors. Not the greatest, but remember I said before that I did need those defensive prospects. Well, the defensive waiver pickups, because my defensive prospects may not be NHL ready just yet, like our offensive prospects are. Yeah, I'll put Mark Method in the minors as well. 1 year left on his deal is perfect. Peter Regan, nope. Regen, don't need you. All right, so let's see if they're down here. Method and Coglione. Yeah, but we're not going to start them on the AHL team. Our AHL team is looking great. They're 40, 15, and 5. I'm not going to shake up that chemistry whatsoever, all right? So we're going to finish off the regular season in this video, and we'll do a regular season wrap-up. Where are we standing in the, where are we sitting in the standing right now? 93 points. We were first in the NHL, and Pittsburgh is only 4 points. We actually won 5-0 over Pittsburgh. It's a big game right there. All right, so I'm not going to count down the games. I'm not going to do anything we know we have to do. All right, no team can catch us if we win more games than they do, all right? If other teams are going to catch us, we need to lose some games like that, and they need to catch us. So our destiny is in our own hands right now. As long as we just keep winning games, the President's Trophy is ours. And look at this, we start off with 2 losses. What the fuck, man? I didn't do anything to you guys after trade deadline. There you go, come back with a win. I wonder if we have any games against Pittsburgh in the last few here. That's going to be a big game. Come on, you got to keep winning some games here. Oh, what's going on? There's 3 losses since trade deadline. We're 3-1 since trade deadline. Or I thought 1-3 since trade deadline. That's crazy. I mean, 1-4. Are you kidding? Well, 1-3-1. Come on, man. You had like 2 months where you went freak. Oh my God, what's going on? All these overtime losses now. We're gonna get to. I thought we'd. Whatever. Whatever. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna be a playoff team. It's okay if we don't win the President's Trophy. All right. It's okay. Last year we had Patrick Kane on our team. And I'm not using that as an excuse, but I mean, he's a guy who gets a lot of goals for you. I mean, you know, Nugent Hopkins and Sagan are good as well. I want to check out their stats. It's interesting. Are we a better team this year than we were last year? It's hard to tell. It's definitely hard to tell. Was Allen and Leopold better defensemen than Fensky and Andrew Green back there? Maybe defensively they were, right? So I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's also a simulation engine, so things can happen. But here we go. We're starting to win some games now. One more, and we got 107 points. I'll stop the simulation before the last game of the season. Here we go. There you go. Stamkos has hit the 40-goal mark, so he had a good year. Scouting assignment, yeah, we'll send him back out. Let's send him out to... You know what? You guys were saying I should scout some other people in some other leagues. The Sim Liga, Scandinavian League. Is there anyone? There's no one in Sim Liga. All right. Where was that? There he is. Eriksson, top 10 in Elite Scandinavia. All right, we'll see if we can draft this super sweet if he's something good. All right, so 3 games left. Let's go these 2 and see where the standings sit and see if we have a chance to win the Presidents. There you go. There's another win. Come on, win this one. This is, yeah, it's a big loss. All right, let's see where we are in the standings. We are in 2nd, and it looks like the Pittsburgh Penguins have passed us, and we cannot catch them, all right? Looks like we're going to get 2nd. Yeah, we're going to get 2nd for sure. They're 3 points ahead. We only have 1 game left. So a couple losses here. This little losing streak that we went on, 5 losses in 4 games. That hurt us, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. We had a great season, didn't win the President's Trophy back-to-back years, but you know what? It doesn't matter because the real trophy is the Stanley Cup, and that's the only trophy that I care about, baby. All right, so let me simulate this last game, and then we will do a season wrap-up. Florida, can we go out and win? And we go out in a loss. Not too good. All right, so... Goals against average. Jonathan Quick's up there with L.A. Bernie Mac, he's made the top 8 now. He's one of those goalies. All right, he's 6th overall, 2.27. I want that to be below 2.25, but it's still good. Save percentage, we are not up there. I think he's just up there. He's probably at 9.21 or 2.0 or something like that. Wins, Bernie Mac's up there, yep. Points, Stamkos, 95 points in this season. Very, very nice. Assists... Nugent Hopkins was 62. Very nice. So, yeah, I think Stamkos and Nugent Hopkins really work well together. That's something to look forward to going forward here. Goals, Stamkos led the NHL at 46. Maurice Richard, baby. Eastern Conference looks like that. Oh, the Washington Capitals actually caught us. Holy shit. So not only did we not win the Presidents, but we didn't win our division. And because Washington beat us and they're in our division, we get pushed down to 4th. Oh my goodness, so we lost home ice advantage. Well, we got it in the first round probably. But yeah, that's a big last loss. We would have had 111 points and we would have won our division. That's a big, that could, You know what? It doesn't matter, because if we want to win the Stanley Cup, we consider ourselves to be the best team in the NHL. It doesn't matter who we face, right? But it's just, that's something big. We're in 4th with 109 points. Think about that. Western Conference looks like that. All right, so it looks good. So let's do a whole season wrap-up here. We'll do stats first. I don't need to look at the team stats now. I only really look at the team stats just to do the line changes, all right? We know what the stats are going to look like. They're going to be in the top 5 in every category, all right? Even when the power play and penalty kill, I still have no problem with anything. We'll leave it the way it is. Come playoff time, then we'll decide to make some changes if we're losing a few games. But as of right now, we're going to leave the team. This is the team that we had that we went on our 24-2 run. So I want to keep that together. Okay, so forwards. Let's see what happened here. So Stamkos, 95 points. Nugent Hopkins, 81 points. Only 19 goals, though. And an assist machine, Nugent Hopkins. So Stamkos and the Nuge, put them together, shit happens. Tyler Seguin, 81 points. Do you see what I mean? 81 points. If he was not on the power play, subtract 15, 20 points. He only has a 61-point season, all right? That's the same thing with Granlund. Watch, I'll show you. Lofthouse, 47 points. So after putting him on the third line, him and Dustin Brown definitely trailed off. But that's okay. Connolly, even with Connolly on the second line power play, he only ended up with 46 points, all right? So Seguin was great in the middle, but Connolly and Granlund, they weren't, see, like LaFontaine, look, he was on the third line, but because he had power play time, he had more points than Granlund, all right? Brown, same thing, he had all of his points in the beginning when he was on the power play. Granlund, look, so you know how he subtracted 20 points from Seguin, 61? Put 20 points on Granlund now if he was on the power play, 57. All right, he gets the same amount of points if we give him the ice time. So no problem with Granlund. He stays. Braden Shen, 36 on the first line. I want that to go up, but that first line was doing so good. Maybe he's the perfect fit, the perfect defensive player for the Nuge and Stamkos. Ritchie, 21 points on the fourth line. It's a good rookie year. Alex Lemieux, 21 points on the fourth line. Cogliano, yeah, he's in the AHL. Foligno, so Ritchie and Lemieux actually had great seasons. 20 points for a fourth liner. I'm fine with that. Everyone's a plus player except for Cogliano, but that's because he was on the other team. Yeah, everyone's a plus player. Yep, all right. Defensemen. Let's check out these defensemen. So did anyone have a 50-point or 60-point season? I don't think, no. So Ekman Larsson's finally starting to take the reins as our offensive stud. But still, 45 points. I want to see him be getting like 50, 55, pushing 60. But you know what? If you still have more than 40 points, it's a good year. So Hedman and Ekman Larsson did great. Beaulieu was up there. Shattenkirk, he was up there. But again, not everyone's going to have the same amount of points. They only get a certain amount of ice time when they're on the second line. Green, 20 points on the third line. That's fine. Fensky, 9 points. So Fensky and Green were plus players, even though they had so many less points than everyone else here. All right, so they're doing good back there on the third line. Got no problem with them. And goaltenders, Bernier, 2.27, and his save percentage is .918. It's not up there. It could be a bit better. He probably suffered a bit in the last few games when we lost some games, but that's okay. All right, so that's our team there, boys. Now, I want to do this because you guys always say that I forget. Progress reports. There we go. Let's see who got better this year. I'm not going to look at everyone. We'll just see the total progress, all right, and check out the top guys. So Victor Hedman, I mean, he's still getting better. Good God. This guy could cap off right now, and he'd be still like the best defenseman in the NHL. He's getting great offensively. Defensively, I mean, he's already, shot blocking 99, stick checking 99, fighting skill 87, discipline 87, defensive awareness 99. I mean, good God almighty, and he's still getting better. Athletically, too, he's fast. Like, God, this guy's just perfect. And we've locked him up for 8 years. Good God. Ekman Larsson, good. This is what I want to see. I want him to get better offensively. All right. Defensively, he's still getting better, which is good. All right. I'm not going to look at everyone. Shattenkirk, Stamkos. What's Stamkos' shot at? Yeah, look at his shot. It's almost at 99 everywhere. His defensive category is still getting better. He's definitely still not a face-off taker, though. That's something that did not go up. Seguin, he got a bit better. Yeah, it's slowly getting better. Beaulieu, Connolly. I don't want to look at everyone. Nugent Hopkins, Fensky. Braden Shen. I want to see what Braden Shen went up in. Deking. It's the defense. Yeah, slowly everywhere. Yeah, nothing too special. Lofthouse. Yeah, he's slowly going up. Yeah, so everyone else is slowly going up. Ritchie. Yeah, see what I mean? Ritchie. Maybe we should give Nick Ritchie some time in the AHL because I don't know if I like only 4 total progress. He could get a lot more points in the AHL, but he also might be a perfect fourth liner for us, and he's already fits that role. So we'll take a look at it in the offseason, all right? But I'm just saying. Goaltenders, let's see. Bernie Mac got 16 better. All right, he's 92 overall now, 92 overall, 28-year-old goalie. You got no problem with that. All right, he's still getting better. All right, so Bernie Mac, good job. AHL goalies, Subban went up by 17, very nice. Remember, I called it in 2 or 3 years. In 2 years, I called Jordan Subban or Malcolm Subban to be 85, 86, 87 overall. By the time he's 25 years old, all right? And yeah, I don't know why it's not jumping up yet, because he should be an 80. With that first category the way it is, he should be like 84 overall. Maybe it's his, I don't even know if goalies have poise, but he's getting good, man. He is getting very, very good. Mahalik, yeah, we don't need to worry about him. Let's go all skaters here. Monahan went up by 11. I'm not going to look at any of these guys. I'll just show you their total progress. All right, so there you go. Very nice. So we've done everything. Yeah, we've done everything. So who do we have in the first round here, boys? Who are the defending Stanley Cup champions for the last 2 years have to feed on in the first round? Who's going to be swept out of the playoffs? It's GM Superb Man's favorite team. That's right. I can't say that to anyone, but deep down in my heart, the Toronto Maple Leafs. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because I'm employed by the Tampa Bay Lightning. And if I'm employed by the Tampa Bay Lightning, then the Tampa Bay Lightning are going to whoop the Toronto Maple Leafs' ass. And it shouldn't be hard, because Brian Burke can't do shit anyways, all right? I mean, this is 6 years in. He's probably lost all of his hair. His team's falling apart. It's all gravy, all right? So we got the Toronto Maple Leafs at home, year 6. They got an okay record, and Tyler Sagan can come back to the ACC and ruin the Leafs' hopes even more. All right, boys, so for GM Superb Man and the Tampa Bay Lightning, the year 6 playoffs will start tomorrow, and we will see you then. Ticket prices, I don't know, they may have to be like $500 each. Back-to-back Stanley Cups going for our 3rd in a row? Hell yeah, baby. See you guys in round 1.